Well, today I loaded my motorcycle, my adventure motorcycle, on my newly minted trailer, and I'm taking it out for a test. This is just a day ride. It's not an overnight ride, but I want to see how well I'm able to load and unload it out in the field instead of in my backyard, and go for a little ride and just see if there's any tweaks I need to make to this trailer and my tying it down and my hauling it. Okay, I trailered my bike up. I'm probably about 25 miles from my home, so it's not a long ways. This is just kind of a test short ride to see if I'm able to load the bike in the trailer, haul it up here into the woods, unload it off the pavement, go for a ride, and be able to load it back up and get home. You know, that's the real test. I don't want to go off on a multi-day trip and having not tried to do this before. So a little bit of a test ride. So far it's fine. I made it up to the parking area. This is a snow park area in the winter time for cross-country skiing. And I'm going to go explore this road here that I've never been on, and we'll see where it goes. Well, you also have to be careful in this area because there's open range and there are cattle on the road, both on the paved road and probably on this dirt road I'm on too. I plan to ride a circular route, mostly on dirt and gravel roads, through the National Forest and some private lands in the southern Cascade Mountains of southern Oregon. Okay, the first thing to do is to put my kickstand block in here, and then undo all the straps. Like a little mud, which I don't really like. Oh, that was slippery. That was a little bit slippery. Now, I've never been on this road, so I don't know where it goes, but according to my map, I can kind of make a triangle and get back to the car. I don't have to come back on the same road. This will take me out to a paved road. This road doesn't get used much. I see some tire tracks. Oops, a big puddle. Well, I really don't like these puddles. Well, I kind of walked through that. I don't have a lot of experience going through water or puddles, to be honest with you. So I just did a little duck walk instead of charging through it. All right, I'm at a junction and it's not clear. Usually I can tell which way the road goes, but let me check the map. Well, according to the map, it goes straight. We'll see what it's like. I don't want to get in over my head here. It's later in the day. It's a rocky road. Okay, another junction, and I think, according to the map, I go to the left. Well, the road's a lot rougher than I thought it was going to be. It's not traveled a lot. I can tell by the grass that's in the center, so it's more like a two-track road than a single track. I kind of went somewhat by the map. The maps that I use generally have kind of a solid hollow line, which means that it's a graded road. And if it's got a dash line like this one, usually means that it's not graded. This road is definitely not graded, but it can vary, I guess. When it says a dash road, it can be a pretty good road and it can be a very rough road. This one's somewhat in between. I definitely wouldn't want to ride this after some rain. We did have rain about a week ago, and most of it appears to be dried up. There were puddles, as you see. And it looks like there's a camp up ahead. It's a little early, I thought, for hunting season. Maybe they're just getting set up in anticipation of hunting season. There's lots of ruts here. Boy, when it rained, you can see there was also cattle, which I can hear. They're out there. More mud, it looks like, from cattle and from cows. Cattle and cars. Well, here's a car. I'm on a road. I'm not sure where it goes, so let's see if they know anything more. How you doing? I'm not exactly sure where I am. Does this road to the left go through? It looks real rotted.
There's properties down there.
There's what? Private?
Private.
That's what I thought. So I probably have to go back up that way, right?
Yeah, this is an active logging site here. So.
Up here too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the wrong road then. So I think I want to go back up to the right. Thank you. Well, obviously a couple of loggers coming back out. And from the map, I could tell that it was just going to kind of peter out, it looks like. I'm real close to the paved road, but it goes through some private property, as he said. So I think there's another loop I can make to make this a shorter loop ride instead of going back on the same route. Well, I guess I'll go see. Okay, I'm going to try a different road to go out. Oh, it looks pretty wet, gnarly also. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, I think it's because there's been a lot of logging trucks, like those guys said, coming through here, which is also going to muddy up the road. Well, I'm hoping it doesn't stay muddy all the way. Well, I've got the stock tires on my KTM 390 Adventure, and although they're really good 80-20 tires, 80% road, 20% off-road, you know, they do fine on dirt like this section that I'm on right now, or gravel, but they don't do well in sand and mud, and they're just don't have any appearance of being a knobby at all. Now, one thing about this area is it's a mixture of land ownership. You know, if I just had to guess, it's kind of a checkerboard. About a third of it is private. I'd say a third of it is U.S. Forest Service, and a third of it is the United States Bureau of Land Management. So there's rights of way to cross through private land on many of these roads, but it is a checkerboard ownership, and sometimes you just come to a closed gate or a road that just ends. And here are all the cows that I was talking about. They're spread out on the road, both sides of the fence. Well, look at this. I hit some gravel on this road that's kind of taking me back to where my car's parked. So at least this part of the road is maintained. I'm almost sure I crossed a property boundary. Well, I've made it down to the pavement, just probably about 15 miles on the pavement will take me back to the car and the trailer. It was enjoyable riding off-road. Well, I'm back on the pavement after having a fun ride on the dirt and the gravel and even the mud and the ruts. It's always a bit of a challenge. When I'm done, I always feel pretty good about it. So I'll complete the loop, go back to where the car and the trailer are parked, probably another 10 miles at the most. And we'll load up and call it a day. And here we are back. Oh, well, I got it in there, but as you saw, it was a bit of a struggle. I don't think I was enough downhill to get the momentum to going. And as soon as I hit the chuck, it stopped. So I'm breathing hard, took a little extra effort. It's going to be a matter of practicing for me how to get the bike in. But I should have been at a more of an ankle to get me more momentum to get in there. Well, I'm all loaded up. Bike is strapped down nicely. Everything's tight. It takes about a half an hour for me to load the bike, get the straps on, take care of the loose straps, get all the equipment off the bike that's I don't want to be on the trailer part of it, and then to go around and check it one last time. So it is a little bit of an effort to haul a bike on a trailer, but for longer trips, I think it's worthwhile. Short day trip like this, maybe it's not quite worth that effort. But we'll see. Next trip I take with the trailer is probably going to be an overnighter. All right, I'm all done with my test ride of the bike using the trailer on just a day ride. I think it went fairly well. There were two issues, though, that I have to be aware of. And one is to, when I'm loading the bike, be sure trailer's parked on an incline that goes into the bike so I can get extra momentum going. As you saw, I lost my momentum, and then I just had to use muscle and brute force to get it into the chuck. So I'm going to look for more advantageous places to park the bike when I load, so it's not quite as difficult. The second part is the kickstand has to be down right after I load it, so I have to be sure it's leaning to the left side a little bit, and I put that board underneath the kickstand and then immediately tie the middle straps on just to secure it before I tie the remaining 4 straps. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me some comments if you'd like. I'd like to hear what you think about my homemade trailer. And give me a thumbs up if you did like the video. And please think about subscribing, and I will see you next time on one of my senior moments.